Hello to all my beautiful water signs. Thank you so much for being here. This is your fourth quarter 2022 intuitive energy forecast. My name is Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube, and you can find me on social media as Wisdom of the Heart. So, if you're new to this channel and this space, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Do take a moment now and hit that subscribe button to show your support. And please know that by doing so, you greatly support my ability to grow and expand. For those of you who are coming back and have been traveling with me for a while now, thank you so much for your continued love and support. You are truly a blessing and a gift in my life. And please just double check that you are still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube has been doing some wonky things lately and unsubscribing us from some of our favorite content creators. So without further ado, we're going to get into this. I haven't delivered messages of this variety in a year now. It's been literally a year. And like most of you, I've been really busy in 2022. I've written my first book. It's a trilogy, in fact, and the first two volumes are released or are about to be re-released by the time this video goes out. And so that's where I've been, where my head and heart has been for most of this year. And it's really, I'm excited to be coming out and getting back to really doing what I'm passionate about, which is sharing with all of you. So what we're going to do for these readings is we're going to, first of all, get an overall theme and a crystal for all of you water signs, and then I'm going to break it down water sign by water sign. So we're going to start with the Tree Angel Oracle. And this is going to be for all of the water signs. And at the end of all of the readings, I'm going to actually read the guidebook message for the card. So let me just get myself settled here, feet flat on the ground, and see what is coming through for the water signs. I'm hearing, just be good to you. So be good to yourself during this autumn season of the year 2022. This year has absolutely flown by, and it has been an up and down ride, intense for all of us. I trust that you're feeling it too. So let's see. My boy's gonna be walking in the house any minute now. Just, oh, there's your card. Oh, beautiful. The Elder. And you know, perhaps this is a message for you at this time as we're moving into the fall season to work with elderberries. They're great for the immune system. Elderberry syrup. I often have some in the fridge that I make for us to take during cold and flu season. So that's the first thing that's coming out when I connect with this card. I'm also really feeling this energy of like giving birth to something new. So perhaps you've been feeling a little stagnant in your energy, like things just aren't moving forward for you. And what I'm feeling is that you are on the verge of giving birth to something new. You are really here to create something, and it's up to you to create the space. Told you he was coming in. It's up to you to create the space for this creation to come into manifestation, so to materialize in the real world. So yeah, and it's a number 3 on this card. So when I connect with 3, I really connect with the energy of the Trinity. So rectifying and really coming into harmony within the Trinity within you, the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, the Divine Child. And I'm hearing, trust the purity of your heart. Okay, so whatever it is that you are here to create, it's really going to be created from the purity of your heart. It's really funny because I was just opening this guidebook up to put your card in there so I can read it at the end. And we've got a blue jay feather in the place of the elder. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to reach into my pretty little bag here and pull out a crystal for all of you water signs. Oh, okay. And this is jade. Yeah, this is jade. I had to double check. I believe I don't technically know a whole lot about jade. I don't often work with it. I am feeling when I connect with it, it's this energy of luck. What I'm also feeling is because of the color, it's associated with the heart chakra. And so the earth signs got a green crystal as well. So I really do feel like this final quarter of 2022 is really about our hearts opening up more, coming online. And we are moving forward on our path, really allowing ourselves to trust our hearts more and create from a heart-centered space. The strongest energy I'm feeling when I connect with this for you water signs here is luck and good fortune. So as you trust, the message I'm hearing is as you trust and honor your heart, you are calling to you good fortune, luck, and abundance. And luck isn't just like, oh, I'm so lucky. It's actually luck comes from taking action towards the manifestation of your heart's desires. So this quarter for all of you water signs, it's really about trusting your heart and moving forward on your path of creation. What are you here to give birth to? And it feels like you're very close to giving birth to something new. It's up to you to take the action daily to materialize this creation into reality, into form. So those are the overriding messages for all of the water signs. And we're going to get started now with Pisces. I'm just going to write down the number so I can timestamp it. So let's see what is in store for my Pisces. My polar opposite. I'm a Virgo. So Virgos and Pisces are the same axis on we are the heaven to earth axis is what I like to call it. And this is the card that flew out for you, Pisces. Oh, it's a number 21. How special. Remembrance. And look at this. It's like full of water, this card. And you are a water sign. I'm reading for the water signs. And so it feels like you're moving, as you move through this quarter, there's things that are coming to the surface. Perhaps it's memories long forgotten that are coming up in order for you to heal, which is where we've got like this heart energy coming through. I also feel, Pisces, that there's something coming to the surface that you are to remember. It's almost like an aspect of your gifts. I was talking about the Virgo Pisces axis, which is the heaven to earth axis, spirit into matter. And though, I always look at it as the road that we're all walking from the eastern gate when we're born towards the western gate when we transition. And this is like, it feels like that you've forgotten some aspect of yourself, some aspect of your creative gifts and abilities that are coming to the surface. And in order for you to actually be able to use your gifts to the greatest ability, it requires an acknowledgement of it. It also requires you to heal. The message on the card says surfacing of past feelings and emotions, which is really leading me to believe that there's something that's coming up that wants to be healed. And you may have been shying away from this, and yet you're diving in, if you will. It's really a great gift and a blessing because it's going to allow you, that one's for you, it's going to allow you to really be the embodiment of your gifts. And, as I was saying at the beginning, it feels like all of you earth signs are about to give birth to something. But it's like your healing gift to the world is what I'm hearing. Let's see what's on this card here for you. Oh, right. It's number 4, acceptance, the peace angel. Oh, and so 21, let's just talk about that number. 21, if we were working with the traditional tarot, 21 is the world card. And so I'm really feeling like the world is your oyster, Pisces. When you come out of your shell, when you accept life, we've got the acceptance card next. When you accept life on life's terms and really face all these aspects of yourself that perhaps you've been trying to run and hide from. The truth is, though, is that we can't hide from ourselves, right? So we actually have to face ourselves. We have to face our pain in order to grow beyond the pain. And as much as pain is not, it's not pleasurable, or it would be called pleasure. It's not really a pleasurable aspect of the human experience. And yet it is an integral part of being human. We're human and therefore we feel. And so on the other side of it, as we move through our pain, we come to understand the great blessing that it actually is. Instead of going through life like, why is this happening to me? If we can shift our perspective and say, this is happening because it's in fact a blessing that's taking me to exactly where I'm meant to be, to meet the people I'm meant to meet. What I'm hearing for you, Pisces, it's really important to stay in your heart through this process. It's funny because these two images, they kind of have a very similar look. And what I'm hearing is trust your heart, stay in the purity of your heart. Don't allow what has happened to you to harden you, and don't allow yourself to feel overwhelmed with emotions. And this can be a challenge for Pisces, right? Like Pisces can get so stuck in the emotional body, in the pain, that they end up, because of not actually doing their healing, they can end up in these addictive patterns, whether it's drinking, drugs, whatever it may be. And that's because they're trying to run or hide from yourself. The reality is we can't run and hide from ourselves. The greatest gift we can give ourselves is to face ourselves and the pain, face the pain. I know I have an ascendant as my is a water sign, and it's hard. It's hard. But we signed up for it. That's the beauty of being human, is we signed up for this. Look at this card you got. Traveler, move in a new direction. So if we stay in the same place, if we stay stuck in our emotions, then nothing's going to change. We're going to keep recycling over the same experience. Maybe the people and the places in our life change, but the outcome will likely be the same because we haven't changed. So at this time, you are really being called to face what's coming up for you to face, so that you can heal it and clear it and move forward unimpeded by what is back there, and to move forward with a fresh new perspective on why things have been as they have been for you. And like I said, whatever it is that you're here to give birth to is in fact not just a gift for yourself. It's a great gift for the collective of humanity and those who are touched by your gifts. I'm going to just take the cards that are upturned, because 4 cards fell out, but 2 came out facing up, and I feel that they want to be seen. And you've got the Holy Spirit and Saint Germain. Karmic releasing. I couldn't see that. I'm reading backwards. Karmic releasing, and this is expect miracles. And so it really comes right back to that very first card that you got here, the remembrance card, where you may be awash with feelings coming to the surface, repressed emotions are all of a sudden coming to the surface. And the reason that this is happening for you, Pisces, is so that you can heal and that you can move forward with a fresh perspective on yourself, your situation, and your life, and the reason that you're here. And you are here without a doubt to support the shift, the holy shift of the human collective, and to support the healing of deadened consciousness of humanity. So on the karmic releasing card, it says, move beyond drama, create your own path, and make room for good energy. And on the expect miracle cards, again, I'm coming back to this energy that the purity of your heart is leading you forward. Trust the purity of your heart as you travel forward. And in fact, as you travel deeper into your heart-centered experience. And it says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And I'm guided to add, Pisces, you are a miracle. Thank you for being here now. And now we move on to the sign of Cancer. So, my ascendant, not an easy energy, right? So let's see what's in store this quarter for my Cancers. It's funny because actually Cancer, we got to your time is the same as the timestamp for Taurus in the Earth sign video. So we're on track here. All right, let's see what's in store for my lovely Cancers. Let's see. There feels that something here, Cancer, that you're holding back on something. And yeah, so look at this. We've got the flame tree, number 30. And same, like Pisces had the number 3, and you guys had the number 3 for the Earth card as well. So this is about the Trinity within you. And as I was saying, it feels like you're holding back. It almost feels as if you're biting your tongue, as if to not, you're afraid to speak up because you might offend somebody. We really have to move past that. Like collectively, we've sort of been conditioned to, not say how we really feel. And especially in this day and age, everybody's offended by everything. I mean, you fart and somebody's offended. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we have to get back to some sort of, what do I want to say? Sanity, common sense mentality where, it's important that we have the difficult conversations in life. We don't do ourselves any favor. We certainly don't do our children any favors by not having difficult conversations. In fact, generationally up to this point, we have avoided and we've been taught to avoid those difficult conversations to land us here where we are in 2022, where everybody is offended by everything, right? And it's absolute. And so those who are the squeakiest wheel gets the most attention, or the loudest one gets the most attention. And they're in fact a minority. And yet because they're so loud and they're so, outspoken about their woundedness, everybody else sits on the sidelines and not says anything. Well, it's time for us. It's time for any of you who are connected with this video, whenever you come across it, because messages from Spirit are timeless. They're not date and time specific. And so it's really important that we start speaking up. And so I feel like this is a really strong message for you, Cancer, during this final quarter of 2022. Speak up, allow your voice to be heard, allow your passion to be seen, because your heart, Cancer, and your ability to feel is one of the most beautiful things about you. And yet, as we move through life, we tend to, if you look at what is represented, what your sign is represented by, the crab, the tough exterior, right? But all soft and mushy on the inside. And now I really feel like you're being asked to come out of your shell a little bit, allow that soft, mushy side of you to be seen. Don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed by, what's going on in the world and your emotions to the point where you're just crumple up in a little ball crying. It's time to come out. Allow your passion to be seen. Allow your voice to be heard. It says the start of something new. And it goes right back to that beginning card, which all of the water signs got, the elder tree. It really feels like you are here. You're on the verge of giving birth to something new. And that new that you're giving birth to flows directly from your passion, your inner fire, your heart's desire. So go for it. And if you're having If you're having a bit of difficulty getting started, I'm hearing get to nature. Take a break and get into nature. Go and sit under a tree. Go, maybe not sit beside a stream or a lake. You're already quite watery. So maybe you need some more grounding and stability. So get under a tree, go and hug a tree, allow yourself to rest under the shade of a tree and feel how supported you are. And if there's stuff that's coming up that needs to be released, let it be released. If there's something that needs to be said that you're unsure of how to say it, perhaps start with like a scream, like let it all out so you can clear that throat chakra and begin to use your voice to uplift and support others. There's my little water sign. He's a Scorpio. Never had much experience with Scorpios until I gave birth to one. So this is the next card that you've got here, which is the Wings of Light, positive news, number 27. So 27 reduces down to a 9. So it does feel like something's completing. Perhaps this time of, keeping quiet and not speaking up, that's over. And the more that you can step into what you're passionate about, the more that you can welcome this new beginning, the more that's going to open up for you. Look at this. I mean, the Wings of Light, I'm really feeling like the more you allow your heart to be seen, the more that you embrace the purity of your heart, the more abundance is going to be able to flow to you. And the abundance that flows to you is as a direct result of your honoring and trusting your beautiful heart. It's actually, this is a really empowering quarter for you, Cancers. Like, as soon as you can, sort of accept that you've got a voice and you've got something to say, and what you have to say is worthwhile, the more quickly that abundance will be able to move towards you. It's just about creating space for it. So let's see what else is here for you. Okay. Seer and Drum. Oh, perfect. See beyond the current situation. And the Drum is the dream and the journey. So what do you want? What are you here for? What makes your heart sing? What are you passionate about? You're here to march to the beat of your own drum. And we each and every one of us has a drum that beats within us. And it's our beautiful, beautiful sacred heart, which is eternally connected to Source. One day that heart is going to stop beating in the body of flesh. And the body of flesh is going to cease to exist. And yet the essence of the soul that resides within the heart that's beating right here and now exists beyond this temporal, not tempura, that's this temporal. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean. This temporary meat suit. We already are existing elsewhere. We don't just exist here and now. Our higher self is guiding our experience here. And so you are being asked to trust what you feel. You are being asked to see beyond circumstances as they reside in this moment, like seeing things from a higher perspective and taking action according to that higher perspective, because you are being led toward, I feel like you are walking towards your dreams. Oh, Virgo's got this as well. Lord Shiva, transcendence, right? The message on the card is rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. And, it's go and have a listen to Diana Ross's song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, gonna let it show. I did that for the sun signs too, or Virgo. So it feels, actually, and this is my ascendant and I'm a Virgo. So it feels like this is rather important for you. Like you're ready. You're ready. Yes, perhaps there's been some stuff that happened. I mean, stuff happens to all of us, right? Like that's a part of the human experience. You are here for great things. You, Cancer, need to believe in your greatness, and you need to believe in your dreams, and you need to believe that you are worthy and deserving of bringing those dreams to life, and then take action accordingly, because the whole entire loving universe is supporting you to achieve what you came here to do. So believe in yourself, because the loving universe does. And so do I. Okay. So now we're going to Scorpios. Let's see what's in store for my Scorpios at 2525. Here we go. Scorpio. Moody. Scorpios are moody. I do know that. Really lovable, straight shooters. They may not like to hear the truth. They certainly know truth, right? You know the truth deep within. And it's about, for all of the water signs at this time, I really feel the strong message is a belief in yourself. Believe in yourself. So Scorpio, that's the big message that's coming through for you at this time. Believe in yourself, and believe that you were born to shine, and believe that the wisdom within you is guiding you, and your higher self really intended it this way. That one. Beyond the mind, liberation. So number 25, your physical body may be feeling quite taxed at this time, Scorpio, and through this season, and as the seasons shift, as we shift from summer into autumn, we're into autumn now here, and then in the southern hemisphere, you're into spring. There's always it's almost like a slight delay in the body to catch up to the seasons, and I'm feeling like you are being asked to pay attention to your physical body during these the autumn season or spring season, depending where you're watching this, during this quarter, to pay attention to your body and becoming aware of where you may be holding on to tension. And when you become aware that you are holding on to tension, to work in that moment with your breath, just to bring your consciousness to that moment and see if you can create more ease in your body by working with your breath to sort of move that tension through. It says here, breaking free from a negative attachment. So perhaps there's a situation or a person in your life who has been really kind of holding you back energetically. And perhaps I never really say it's other people, because we're all responsible for all situations in our life. And if we're being held back, it's usually because we're holding ourselves back, or we're within a codependent situation or relationship with others. And it can be our children, it can be our spouse, it can be our parents, it can be, anybody really, the government. Yeah, it can be anything. So, I feel like you're being asked to sort of reflect on where you are and how you're feeling at the time when you're connecting with these messages. And then from that point, making choices and decisions that best support your ability to fly free. Birds aren't meant to live in cages, Fish aren't meant to swim in aquariums. They're meant to be in the sea. This card flipped over for you, and this is the Angel Song card, Lost and Found. I know this one. It's a number 8. And so as I was saying that, and this card flips over, it's perfect. It feels like you're in the midst, perhaps you're feeling a little sad, feeling like not really sure where life's going, not really sure why you're here. And what I'm hearing, it's number 17, your higher self is really asking you, higher self is sending you this great big wave of love, and is asking you, Scorpio, to believe in yourself. You are so incredibly talented. You are so gifted. And if you're anything like the Scorpio I know and love, you are wise beyond your years. And in fact, you're wise beyond your belief. You may be struggling a little bit with self-esteem. And this message is coming to you to say, after the storm, and you may be in the midst of a storm now, you may be in the midst of a lot of emotional upheaval and releases. And after that, the sun is going to shine again. And I'm hearing you are the rainbow after the storm. And that's so beautiful because, rainbows are beautiful and they're a blessing when we see them. I mean, I'm like a child. Every time I see one form in the sky, I'm super excited. And I'm like jumping up and down saying, hey, look, there's a rainbow. It's like, I feel like, and when you may see a rainbow over the coming days or weeks after you see this video. I'm feeling like in the coming days, there's going to be a rainbow that you witness, that you see, not one on a flag, one that's a naturally forming one in the environment. Pay attention, because that is a sign that you are on the right path. And that is a sign from those who love you unconditionally in spirit, that they are walking with you. It's like a blessing. And so pay attention and honor yourself. It's not a sign of weakness to feel emotions. And I feel like too many, and particularly men, men don't cry. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All humans do. We have to stop. That leads to toxic masculinity. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. Men and boys cry. All children of God, all children of the earth, all children of light cry from time to time. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for Scorpio for the final quarter of 2022. Oh my goodness, come on, Scorpio. Let it out. Let it out. Let me see. Let me feel you. There we go. Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So see, I was right on to something. You have been feeling a little low. And what I'm hearing is it's really important for you at this time, Scorpio, all the time, every time, especially now, though, when you're connecting with these messages, to honor the truth you know. It's not, to be a way shower, to be here as a seed of light, and to acknowledge that we are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. It's not for the faint of heart, and not everybody does it in this lifetime. And that's fine. You are meant to do it. You are meant to find your voice. You are meant to shine your light and be a great beacon for others. And, I feel like over the coming days, get outside at nighttime, even if it's a little cold where you are. If it's a clear night, get outside, wrap yourself in a sleeping bag, and stargaze. Look up at the stars. You may just see a shooting star, and that will be another sign. So you got rainbows and shooting stars, and we've got the Holy Spirit again, and you are a miracle. And as such, it's important for you to expect miracles in your life. Trust the purity of your heart. Trust the truth and wisdom that resides within you. If you have moved away from a relationship with Mother, Father, God, Creator, Source, and your higher self, it's time to come back into a harmonized relationship with the Spirit that moves through us all. And, perhaps that connection will be reestablished through your connection to the body of Mother Earth. Trust yourself. I can't stress it enough, Scorpio. Trust yourself and focus on filling your cup first. Making sure you're drinking enough water, making sure you're getting enough rest, making sure you're eating wholesome food that's actually nourishing and nurturing to your physical vessel. You are a sensitive being, and it's really time that you started honoring your sensitivities and were a little kinder to yourself. The message on the card says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back, your front and your side too. Okay, so let's get to the tree oracle message for all of my water signs. So first and foremost, because this feather was in there, so this is a blue jay feather that I must have found and stuck in the elder part of the book. So blue jays, so again, just with the colors here, as you honor the purity of your heart, innocence, playfulness, You are protected and guided every step of the way as you come into acceptance of your eternal truth, divine truth, and you're being asked to speak it. Be brave. Allow your voice to be heard. Blue jays are known as the messengers. Like, really, when you look at them, they always look so royal and regal to me, and they're always busy. They can be bullies. So I do feel like there's a bit of a message here. Like, are you being ego driven, or are you allowing spirit to guide you and sort of run the show? And if it's ego, if you're like being a bully and imposing your will, externally, there's lots of bullies in the world these days. And so we have to not bully ourselves, or we have to not allow ourselves to be bullied. Blue jays also bring with them a message that we can dabble in a lot of things, like sort of be a jack of all trades, master of none. I do feel like you're being guided. It's okay to dabble and have a lot of info on a lot of things. What I'm hearing is your wisdom is innate, right? So you were born with this ancient wisdom within you. You were born with specific gifts, God-given gifts within you. And so it's not time to be a jack of all trades, running around, doing all things. You're being asked to hone in and focus on what truly is your burning desire, what sets your heart on fire, and focus and do those things. Okay, let's hear what the message is from the elder tree. Elder is the nourishing breast of Mother Nature. The incredible proliferation of elder's flowers in the springtime is matched by a wealth of dark berries in the autumn. Elderberries, elderflower essence, I'm hearing. So that's important to you water signs, okay? So sambucol is what they call elderberries also. So if you can find elderberries and make yourself some syrup, do that. If you can find a Bach flower essence that is elder flowers, I'm feeling you would greatly benefit from working with the essence of elders, okay? As you move towards becoming an elder. So it's matched by a wealth of dark berries in the autumn. Its visual display of fertility and growth is proof for all of us that the elder embodies abundance, and its characteristic colors and the white of the flowers and the black of the berries and the deep red of the juice have long been three colors of the great goddess. The mythical figure of the beloved Earth Mother is represented here in the elder. She sends us nourishment and health. She speaks of abundance, contentment, and calm. Yet even more than this, her message is the joy that streams forth from the center of all things. Elder knows scarcity is an illusion, and we can share our happiness and the fruits of our labor with open arms. If we don't do this with a clear head and pure heart, however, our actions can degenerate into extravagance or boasting or laziness and obesity. If we shut ourselves off from the sweet river of abundance, our flow of generosity becomes inhibited and we develop neediness on many levels. Insatiable hunger and compulsive desires lead to greed and the envy of others. This leads to mental stagnation and a lack of self-worth. Illness and unhappiness lie in wait for us as a result. Collectively, the increasing disregard of the elder and its gifts is mirrored by the increasing worship of the god of materialism and the shameless exploitation of the other, meaning at this level, the earth's resources as well as those of other people and countries. And the oracle message is, trust in abundance. It is yours and the birthright of every being. Share with open arms, give joyously, and the river will grow. Transform the wastelands. You aren't in a wasteland. You are an abundant field of plenty, ready now for optimal growth. So Thank you to my water signs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below how your message felt to receive. If you'd like to book your 2023 month by month yearly forecast with me, link is in the comments below. If you want to book another kind of reading or a healing session, check out my website, link in the comments below. Thank you so much to my Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio family. I see you, I feel you, I love you. Take good care of yourself, and may you reap the bounty of this harvest season. Until next time, take good care. There's a blue jay. It's a blue jay. Take care.